They say that knowledge is power, but we say only if you know where to get it. We are the Council, and welcome to the Gossup, where we bring the whispers, the facts, and the stories that matter. Stay locked in. Welcome to the Gossup.
Hello, everyone.
Hey. Good to see you guys on this great Thursday.
Yes.
The weather is weathering. It's been kind of warm.
Yes.
You know, it's been warm all over the United
States. Yes, it has.
We've been having a heat wave.
Ooh, yes.
And oh my goodness.
It's beautiful today, though.
It is.
It's really nice
It
today.
really is. Minnesota, some people think that Minnesota can't get heat, but it gets pretty hot
We
in the
get
summertime.
all 4 seasons.
We do.
Fully.
We
That's
do.
right.
We do.
Like,
fully.
we get hot.
Yeah.
And we can get cold.
That's
Yeah.
right.
And then we-
Louisiana hot.
And then we get just beautiful, the most beautiful weather in the country, in my opinion.
Yes.
It's good to hear from you, Charlize. So welcome back.
Thank you. She didn't just look at me for a little bit like, you lying.
No, you know, Charlize is the most busiest lady, and that's a good thing. She's been missing in action on several occasions, more than Tammy, because Tammy, you know, she's a traveler as well.
I've been
And-
laying low.
I'm trying to lay low.
Trying to lay low. I like that hair, Tammy.
Yeah,
You got the
thank
colors
you.
in it. She's
She's got
matching
a
for y'all.
crown.
I
a
decided to
crown.
wear my crown on my head for sure today.
Okay, queen.
Oh, yes. Oh, yes.
Well, I'll say toast to you.
Toast
Well,
to
thank
That's
you.
right.
Thank you.
She's representing all of us.
That's right.
That's
all the queens.
Oh,
I
Oh,
didn't even
the
see the
Yeah.
earrings until now. I'll see.
Yeah. Yeah, she tried to do it for the council tonight.
That's right. Being a little ethnic.
All right.
Appreciate it.
Look. And I just showed up. I was
We're glad
like,
that you did
Lord.
do that. I like that outfit on you as well. You know, I got my great, if you guys can't see, the Gossip shirt on.
Yeah.
For this evening, representing. And let's get it started.
Yes.
So today's top story is a story that has went viral on TikTok. And it went viral this week. So we are entering, today is the 31st of July. And last weekend was the 25th, 26th, and 27th, I believe.
26 and 27.
Okay,
Yes, it
26 and
was.
27. So, on the 26th of this month, a young lady went viral on TikTok. And we're going to kind of talk about a little bit about it. This is our top story for this evening because it's about couples.
Ooh.
So there was a young lady, and she goes by the name of at Sonia Gaga on TikTok, I believe it is. So she on this weekend went onto the social media platform and somehow found out that her boyfriend of 6 years or 5 years or so got married
Ooh.
on the 26th.
Oh.
Yes,
It happens.
it happened.
So she was
What-
salty.
Yeah, it really did. But what she ended up doing was, not only did she, when she found out, she took to the social media platform.
I probably would have too. By that long. Ooh, I can't wait to see this.
Yep. So,
Wow.
here's
Wow.
a
That's
picture
what he
of
gets.
the young lady and the
Young man.
and the young man, and she went to TikTok and She actually got dragged by the TikTokans. That's a new name for y'all. The TikTokans.
So she should have stayed undercover, is what you saying?
Well, no. So
I mean, the way you talking about, they sound like they really like dogged her.
Well,
so she
they
might should have
did.
stayed undercover.
Well, you know what? I think that and it as time rolls by, you know, I was looking at her platform and she did say there's more to the story, so there's always more that meets the eye. And so well, this is her and the young man. His name is Frank.
Oh,
And
Is that his real name?
That's his real name. And this is Frank and his now new wife.
Oh. Is that the same guy?
That's the same guy.
maybe that was a younger picture.
No. You know, people can take photos and they look different, you know. We can always look
Well, I
different.
mean,
Well,
that's
that was
why
one of her
edited.
photos
That was
well,
an
that's
edited-
why a
6
lot of
years
people,
back.
that's a wedding too.
Yeah,
That's
I was
a
gonna
wedding
say it's an
picture.
edited, probably engagement photo or something.
Yeah. So this was her post on TikTok. Let's give it a listen.
TikTok, I need your help. I need to find out who this lady is because she needs to know the kind of monster she married on Saturday, July 26th in Fairfax, Virginia. This is Frank Arnold, and I have been seeing him consistently for the past year up until 4 a.m. on Saturday morning when he dropped me off at my house after spending the night with me. So imagine my surprise when I go online and I see a video that his friend posted of Arnold getting married after he had just been telling me he wanted to have a child with me. I had no idea he had a whole fiance. That's her name and that's his name. They ended up going to the club after the wedding. Weird. He doesn't even look like he's enjoying himself. This is the demon that calls himself a man of God. That's him calling me Saturday at noon to tell me he was going to the dentist when in reality he was on his way to his wedding. These are random videos of me always at his house with timestamps. Him always asking to hang out with me. 2 weeks ago, he went to Miami for a supposedly birthday party. Turns out it was his bachelor party with strippers included. As soon as he landed, he came to pick me up to spend the night with him. Where was his fiance? His friends and family know about this and they are enabling this behavior. I have known this man for 6 years and I never thought he would do this to me. TikTok, help me find her so she can find out who he really is.
I don't blame her. I don't blame her at all. You know, and especially it's been 6 years and the family and friends knew about this. So they were all a part of this storyline. And so why not? She should know that everyone that's around him is an enabler. They've allowed him to live this double life the entire time. Who knows how that long he was with the woman. And you know, you love who you love, but then leave me alone. You know, that's really sad. I feel for her. That has to hurt. And I mean, unless she just knew and didn't mind being the side chick like that, but it doesn't sound like that. It doesn't sound like she was interested or knew that she was the side chick the entire time. And who knows how long they were together, because, you know, men can be with you for a long time and then find someone, he might only been engaged to her for a short amount of time and married her. Exactly. But then that's the point. He should have left her alone. So I don't blame her for that. I don't blame her. I would want she needs to know, because all he would have done is kept that life with her.
Exactly.
The entire time.
The entire time.
And the family would have kept it going too.
Exactly.
So yep, out it. Why not?
Yeah, that
They was
bogus.
disregarding her feelings and who she was too.
And then the bad part too about it is he dropped her off that morning.
Mm-hmm.
You know,
Yeah,
I
he
mean,
was
that's
a little
right.
snack.
Exactly. Before you have your full meal.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? Now you done got married, you finna have this little full meal, whole entree. But you had to go in and get your little snack before you. Man, come on now.
And he was gonna return.
Oh yes. He probably would have returned the next day like nothing happened.
Like nothing happened. I'll be right back, babe.
Going to the store to pick up
Go
something.
get something. Yes. Get you some roses or something. Came
Oh,
back.
my.
Oh. Probably would took her on the honeymoon.
No doubt.
Had sent her out, flew her out as well.
I'm
think?
already here. He
You
just
never
filthy.
know.
That's
If
a
he's
dirty
living
dog.
that type
now.
of life. Yeah.
He's a dirty dog.
That's what he get. And
Oh,
you know, it's
yeah.
sad for the wife.
It is.
And maybe she knew, because sometimes these chicks be knowing too. But you know, she's just happy that she feels like she's the prize, maybe. But I would
feel
never.
like a prize
That
in that
does not
case.
feel like a prize going into that marriage. I know that hurt. I mean, it hurt. I'm sure it's hurting both women. I'm certain. And then, you know, of course, he's denying it like crazy. But if she has all those receipts, and she looked like she has some receipts,
For sure.
then
I think I'll be like right at the courthouse on Monday.
no,
Baby, this ink has not settled on these papers too good yet, so we gonna go ahead on and dismiss this. There's no need of us wasting our time. I would never be able to trust him. Never.
lied to both
That
of
way,
us.
I mean, that long, and then you dropped her off the day of our wedding.
You slept
And
with
then
her.
you come in here and then you send her stuff talking about, oh, you at the dentist? What nigga, the dentist? Come on now. Out of all things, you said the dentist. It's not, well, I mean, some dentists do a little something on Saturday sometimes, you know, but that's they probably close early. I don't know, but that wouldn't have been a good excuse for me talking about you at the dentist.
I mean, she
I was
fell
like,
for the
what dentist?
okey-doke
Let me meet
for
you
a
there.
long time. She fell for. I mean, there was probably signs all along, but she was really
Probably
into
not.
him, and he was lying. And obviously, you know, this is the deal, because I've been through a similar situation as this. And at the point where she's going to his home, you know, because usually men, they're not going to bring you to their home when there's a real something else going on. But when they're bringing you to your home, you don't know. You don't know.
Right.
And I had been dating a guy briefly, and he actually was married, and I didn't know he was married. I had been going to their home.
Ooh.
Their home. There is no signs of a wife. There's no signs of anything. So there's men who just do the thing, and they can live that life and live it really well, and there's no sign. So she was going to his home regularly and showing evidence of being in his house regularly. So, you know, who knows? She probably didn't realize she was being the side chick for that long of a time.
And then she was going to his house. You know, at that time, they probably are not living together. So, I mean, of course, it probably still looked like a bachelor pad because it is. You know, they're probably not living together, maybe.
Well, actually, so he lived with his mom.
See?
And
the mama.
Well, the mom was said to be out of town a lot because of her husband lived out of the country, so she would go and be with the dad a lot. So okay, so here's the take on what everyone else is. You know, there's mixed advice that people are opinions that they're sharing. Well, first and foremost, a lot of the TikTokers was really, they hit her hard this week, and they talked about her, they dogged her out. They just said, you know, how did you not know that you know this guy had a whole fiance all this time? How could you not know? They took apart the video footage that she showed and everything, you know. But
Just
I knew
like
that
the
it was a
fiance
little bit,
did not know, that's how she didn't know.
Yeah, you know, I kind of then dived into it a little bit more because I just wanted to see what was going on. And then she did additional, because she got dragged so bad, she then became kind of laid out a little bit more details on it. So she did say that they dated for 4 years. She wanted to get married with him, and it just wasn't working. So then she moved to LA, I think it was. And then he begged her to come back, you know, because he loved her and wanted to be with her. And then she ended up taking a job, moving back, and they were together now for a year. And she said during this year, they were trying to see, because they had been apart for a year, when she had left, that they were going to see how things were going to work, and then they would, you know, get married. So she met the family, the mom, she said she was at his house every day. Now, she said that they both went to work. They'd get off work at 5. She'd be at his house with the brother, because him and the brother stayed there while the mom was gone. And one time she was even there, she said, and the mom was there and seen her in the room and told him, y'all better use some protection, because, you know, she don't want no babies before y'all get married. Now, that's what he told her, which was obviously a lie. So, she kind of said how disappointed she was in the family, even because what happened is the family, I guess, started contacting her to take that down, and also not to say, I guess, too much about it. And but she said she's gonna be revealing more as the time goes.
Subscribe to her channel.
Because she said that she was very disappointed in the family, as well as the wife.
She mad at
So
the wife, but the wife staying with him.
So I don't know if
because
the wife already knew about her, but she didn't know about it. Now, allegedly. Now, I'm not saying that's what she's going to be
for her to be
revealing,
disappointed.
but she said that she was disappointed
she
in
was
the
surprised.
family, and she was disappointed in the wife as well. So
I mean,
Was that
this
a
is the deal.
friend?
Right. The wife may have not known, but at the point that she knew, he probably was playing game with her, telling her it's been over, she's chasing me, type of thing. You the only one I love, the only one I want. I'm marrying you, not her. So he could have been telling her anything as the wife.
Well, also too, you know,
and she thought she was the prize.
Well, I wouldn't go that far. I would just say, I think that, and this is, I've heard something similar to this, that I know this person ended up dating this guy, and he was from a different country. And he was marrying because the family wants him to marry from the same tribe. And so they knew that he was dating outside of the tribe of the woman that he married. And so he ended up honoring the parents and dating the lady from their tribe because she was an American, the other girl. So it could be something similar to that.
That's also just what they tell us.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, 'cause
Well-
you hear that all the time. But I mean, it could be, because you have to think about when other cultures, you know, especially there's very strong family ties, very strong family bonds. There's real
And financial.
Okay,
but it's
right.
really important for bloodline and for, you know, keeping your heritage, just all kind of stuff. I know what that's like, to have a man who is very traditional in some ways, and yes, his parents, not because they don't like you, they crazy
Right.
about you, but they want you to marry one of your people from back home,
Right.
for many, many reasons. And that is hard, you know, that can be very hard for him or her to buck against that. And that's why they keep this side relationship the whole time and get married, still not happy, not fulfilled, but they're keeping the family tradition. They're doing what's asked, especially out of respect, love, and admiration of their family. I know what that's like. I've had it can be American man, the same thing. Out of love, respect, adoration, you're going to do what your mama has said or what the church is telling you who to be with, and you really, really want to be with this person the whole time. And you're not, because you're following on and you're unhappy, extremely unhappy the entire time. So I've seen it on all of that. Yeah, and it's sad. It's sad all the way around. And at the end of the day, she's hurt. That's a lot of deep hurt. And that fiance or the new wife is going to be hurt too. She's hurt. And maybe he's hurt. I don't know.
Well,
He's
unless
hurt.
she knows.
Right, unless she's the friend or something.
Right. Well, I think too
The cousin.
that as it, and we're going to move to
That's how people get killed.
Exactly.
the next thing, but I do think that she shouldn't have went on TikTok. I know this is the era of truth, everybody.
The era of exposure.
And so, so I would have approached it differently and
You just showed up at the wedding in a wedding
well,
gown.
no, she didn't know that he was even getting married. He was
Right,
supposed to
she
be at the dentist office, but her claim is she didn't know how he could have been with another person or how he could be engaged because they were basically together, 85% of the time, because he did travel on his job. He had the type of job, where he traveled. She said he had a really good job, and she
traveled. That's it.
Well, but 85% of the time,
maybe she lived out the country, a different state, all different kind of ways.
Exactly.
Yeah.
If there's a will, there is
It's
a way.
right?
Yes.
Especially
Yep.
about the country, then you move her in. Like, we can't stay together
But
just
to
yet
not
until
have-
we get married.
But to not have phone contact, so you're with this person and they're not on their phone all the time talking. You're there, you're spending nights together, and that person isn't. You're not, for somebody to be getting married. That
Maybe, yes.
to
It's not
me
unusual.
is
It's happening more and more. This story is just not unusual
okay.
at all. I hear these type of stories all the time, and I think that people are tired of this type of stuff. So her exposing on this level,
Right.
Back in the day, we didn't have all the social media, so she was just showing up at the church. When she knew about it, she would just show up at the church.
Well,
In her wedding gown or whatever,
Wow.
show
saying
up.
what? I'm getting both of us is getting married. Move
Which
over.
one? Which one of
Move
us?
over.
Which
Oh,
one?
I remember back in
Choose
the
now.
day,
Look,
people
choose
thought I
now.
was gonna stand up at a wedding one time.
She got a lot of stories because
No,
she can
no.
really relate.
No, I'm just laughing. I remember people thought I was gonna stand up at a wedding that time, and I was like, "Don't you cough? Don't you sneeze? Don't you nothing?" 'Cause people were looking to see if I was gonna break it
my
up because he would have walked
goodness.
away.
Oh.
Anyway,
Oh my God.
but what I'm saying is, I think it is. It goes on way too much, sadly, because we have a cheating culture. I mean, women are doing the same thing as men, but it's so easy to get away with it. But that's a long time.
That's a
6
long time.
years,
6
4
years.
years. That's a long time. And I feel bad for her.
Yeah.
I feel bad for her. And you know what? It is what it is. No one can tell her how to feel or how to deal with
That's
this
true.
situation.
That's
She
right.
did
I
not
agree.
go and try to shoot him. She didn't go
That's
and try to
right.
run him over with a car.
Right.
None of that stuff. She's exposing him for his wife to know, because not only that, he's probably already was reaching out to her to get some. And they probably already had slept together.
Of course.
After that wedding, who knows?
I know.
Right.
Well,
You
not
already got
after the
some.
wedding. She was really, she's really broken by the fact that this has, had been hidden from her all this time, and she didn't know that he actually dropped her off, and then he goes
And go
and
get married.
he called her. I think she said at noon to
Right,
check on her,
And somebody going to the dentist.
And he was getting married at 4:30 that same day.
Yeah, there was something deeper even for him. So there's reasons why he married this person.
Yeah.
And that you still are trying to be so bound and tied to this young lady. It could be one of those situations, which is hard to be in. But at the same time, cut her off. You know, be open and say what's really happening, because that was very hurtful. So if he still was trying to reach out to her in his most important day, the time of his life that he's enjoying himself, and he still reached out during that time, there's something more there. But it's still wrong. It doesn't matter.
Yeah,
it was
absolutely
wrong.
Right. Yep, I agree.
It was wrong.
I agree.
And
but
so he should be exposed.
That's
Good for her.
Where the dynamic of people may not know that when you connect with somebody, you develop a soul tie with that person. And so as you're dating, you know, people don't realize the connection that you have with everybody that you've ever been intimate with. And so it's really vitally important that you just, you know, if you know, to, you know, just keep the number down and be careful. Or just don't do it at all.
Sad.
But yeah, it really is.
You're
but
in my thoughts and prayers, sister.
that's right. And we want to know what y'all think, because she got dragged. I mean, she got dragged.
And that's some people
And
who
we will
side
be
chicks
doing an
and
update.
they used to it. So
We'll be doing an update on it.
All right.
That's sad.
Yeah, speaking of relationships, our celebrity couple that we're celebrating this week, they're engaged.
oh, who is that?
And I know y'all probably gonna say some things
Lord.
about this
Put
couple,
my glasses on.
but I don't care, because, and I don't care what y'all say either. Well, I really do care what y'all say, but you know, I'm gonna have some kickback.
Tell her about herself, counsel.
So
That's right, counselors.
well, and maybe you might not.
If there's some BS,
you might
then,
not. Nope.
Right.
then we go
Is she gonna-
expose you.
Are you gonna bring Cardi and her man back?
I ain't bringing Cardi
Okay.
back. I am not bringing Cardi
I
back.
guess it ain't her man no more.
So the
been
couple
quiet.
is Megan Good and Jonathan Major.
We were like, okay. I don't got much to think about it, but
Okay.
Yep. So as you guys know, both Megan, she's a producer, model, actress. You know, she also is a singer too. You know, and
Right.
so very beautiful young lady. And then we have Jonathan Major. Everybody know the big scandal on him, but he is a phenomenal
actor.
And he recently, as we all know, was in the tabloids for a incident that he had with his girlfriend in New York in a taxi, and he ended up getting charges against him and of battery, physical assault charges on him when he went to court. And so the controversy between about this couple is that 3 months later they ended up connected. Now,
She had a divorce.
she did get divorced
To a
and she went to a
pastor.
pastor, and I think it was a bit much for her. I'd seen in one interview she talked about how the congregation was dragging her because they talked about her on how she dressed, the roles that she take, whether or not she physically kisses. Like, there was a lot of the church really struggled
folk.
with
Her being the first lady.
her being the first lady, being that he chose her,
He chose her.
you know, and he knew what she did for a living when he met her,
Right.
you know, and he also is a director of movies as well, you know. But anyway, we're not talking about her ex. So just recently, so Jonathan and Megan, they have been dating since May of 2020. 23 when they initially started dating, and reports have it that they are engaged to be married in 2024. They got engaged in
I was gonna say,
2024.
I thought they said they were married really already secretly.
What?
That's the rumor.
What? Okay, well, I
That's
should have
the
been doing a
rumor.
little bit more deep dive
Allegedly.
into that.
Allegedly.
Yep.
Wow.
So they are actually starting a clothing line together.
They make a good couple.
And they make a really good couple. And the controversy was that she ended up dating him. He got the charge in November. 3 months later, he was charged, I believe, in December. They got
She
together.
nursed him back to life.
And because,
Sister
in
girl.
Hollywood, they say that people are put together. They put people together. And so to make good story and good Hollywood and whatnot. So if somebody, the powers that be, put them together, it looks like it's working.
Okay.
Because they really say that these two really do love each other from sources. Now, we can't always believe sources.
Exactly.
But
I mean, they might do love each other
But-
now. It's new. It's fresh.
But no, they've been together for a few years now. It's 2025.
That's a year. 224.
He might have had a crush on
23,
her during the time when
24,
him and old
25.
girl
Oh,
was
23,
having
2
problems.
years.
That's why she was mad.
Yeah, no, 23. Because I was thinking she was still married to the pastor. Because when you was like, man, I was like, oh, you talking about the pastor? And then I'm like, oh.
No. So I did
He ain't put it.
I did kind of dig into or read some information about her past relationship. And being that we want to celebrate them, I didn't even want to bring anything of his past, but we had to talk about the controversy because that's not a secret.
It's not a secret.
And we want to keep it real. And so, but also I just didn't want to talk about her past because she's moving in a new direction.
She is. Pastor didn't put enough holy water on her.
She's in.
Little holy water and blessed oil. He ain't put enough on her.
No oil. She wanted the oil. Like, keep the water.
Yes, he needed.
These two over
oil.
here,
He
they
needed
so
some-
messy.
some
Oh my
anointed
god.
baby oil.
He shouldn't have used olive
Y'all
oil.
messy.
He
Some
should have used
anointed
olive oil.
baby
He should have
oil
maybe
is what
used that Crisco.
she was like.
She needed some of that Crisco on her to make her act right. That Crisco.
Oh,
Get
my
that, baby, that olive
goodness.
oil wasn't strong enough for her.
They something else. Council, we want to know what y'all think. Do you think that Megan and Jonathan make a great couple?
Cute.
I think that they make a good couple. We're not even gonna say negative things if they survive.
Well, no,
or-
just no. I think they have went through. They both went through some trauma within their relationships. A level of it, for each of them, and sometimes hurt people find each other though. So who knows what that means for them?
Well,
but it looks like they are doing well.
They're happy.
That they are happy,
Yeah.
that they are really tuned into each other, which is all that matters. It don't matter what the world or any of us have to say or think, as long as they're tuned into each other.
Well,
He's
we
got him a
always got
sister
opinion,
girl
and y'all
who's
want to know
loving
our
on him.
opinion. Yeah, because do you think that because how quickly they did connect in 3 months?
I think they already had crushes on each other before. That's why old girl was mad that he was looking at some melanated wonder, and she was upset about it. They probably already had a crush. They was already crushing. That's the rumor. But anyway,
Like I said, I wish
according to
them
Charlize.
well, but I'm gonna just give them like 2 years. We gonna come back to this story. I'm gonna say give them 2 years. This stuff is fresh right now. Let me see.
I mean, it's
He-
doing
he-
good for his public relations right now.
It really
So
is.
you know
Yeah.
that's Hollywood.
and
You know,
about-
it's all about that.
In about 6 months, you go see him on there. He slapped the sheets out of her. And they
hope
was
not.
in the car.
Oh,
and he
hope
slapped.
not.
These ladies
He
are-
gonna turn into Ike,
he
and she
bet
gonna
not.
be turned. And she
Oh,
gonna be
my
Tina.
goodness.
That's what's gonna end up happening in about 6 months.
Y'all messed
I
when,
hope
when
not.
they
I'm not
beat her,
believing that for you, Megan. I hope not.
When
Oh,
they-
Jesus.
when they like to beat you, baby, they go beat you. When they got that hand, because they think you they child, they need
That
to spare
strong
the
hand.
rod, and they
The
need to
strong
spare the
hand.
rod, baby. He gonna spare that rod. She gonna have a black eye in about 6, well, maybe about 6 months. He want to keep it on a low. So right now he gonna spit on her.
Oh my!
She might like that. Oh, no.
The violent one over there.
Spit on it, not in a good way. Yeah, I'm telling you.
Well,
baby.
I just want to say, Megan and Jonathan, I think y'all crushing. I'm not in y'all's little space, but I'm hoping for the best because we got some haters over
Yeah,
here.
because we was
got some
hoping,
haters.
you know, for a moment they were thinking she was pregnant for a quick moment, all of those things. So I hope the best for him. I hope, you know, especially, you know, that since you came back to the sister girls, that, you know, this was a good choice for you.
Goodness, look at this one here.
No, for real. Like, you know, it's a thing. She helped, you know, she's done a lot for his image.
Yeah.
Honestly, she's done a lot for his image.
She
just
has.
being with her. And so I'm hoping it's more than just that. I mean, it looks like it's more than just that, but you know, it is Hollywood, so you don't know. But
Well, 2
good for
years in
them.
Hollywood is like 10 years.
Yeah.
So they're still hanging in there. And they, like I said, they came up with a
Clothing line.
well, it's a sportswear. They both work out together a lot.
Because he has a body.
He does.
No face, but a body.
Let's move on. We're gonna keep it positive. These girls are messy. Y'all so messy. Oh
no,
my
we just
God.
tell the truth.
You know,
Jonathan.
That's right. We just tell the truth.
No, he is a phenomenal.
all
I am a
costs.
fan. I've always been a
I'm a
fan.
fan.
I
He's
was
a great
really upset
actor.
with the incident. I believe the best for you.
Yep.
I believe that it didn't happen, and we know how they are. So, you know, again, all
Well,
of
I
us
wasn't there, so
melanated
it-
wonders,
so, I
the
mean,
women,
It
we
was a lot of
we
running
petitioned
on
for
that
you.
camera. He hit that woman, and she probably, you know.
Well,
I ain't
she
gonna
did
say
some
that, but-
things, but you know,
It still don't give him a right to put his hand.
no,
in
it
Yeah,
don't.
you're
It
right.
don't. But we wasn't there to see how if she put her hands on him and all the things and how she
Yes,
crazy was before all the things. But this is the thing we did as a community of women went to bat for him.
Yep.
Also, we talked about you, and he knows that because people were like, "This is what happens," and then you run to us.
Right. But savior.
To be your savior, to heal you, to speak life back into you, and then don't go do it again because you're not gonna get the same type of response from us.
Right.
So I'm happy for them. I am a huge fan of Jonathan Majors. I am a fan of Megan as well. So good for them.
That's right. Megan, just keep you a stun gun and some spray. You got to keep it up. A bat.
I hate
bat on
that,
side
you
of the
know,
bed.
It could have really
Pepper spray.
messed up his
Pepper
career,
spray.
but that would have meant that he would have messed up his career.
Yep.
So, you know, it takes
pepper
two.
spray.
It definitely takes
Stun
two. So I
gun.
think he. Oh my!
Stun
Stop
gun.
it over there.
Bat.
Oh my goodness. Moving on.
But one thing's for certain, Megan's gonna tell all. If it ever happened, she gonna come out with
I'm
it.
telling you, I hope she have a black eye, not a blue one.
Shut up.
Oh my! Moving on, ladies.
Cause I think that blue one mean it's really bad.
I can't stand you. Oh my God. They're
But hats
gonna
off
be
to my
just
sister.
fine.
I was reading
Sherry's like, we moving on.
about you know, some of the concerns that men out here that are dating have with women. And yep, so ladies, On to the next. So I did a little research on dating, of course, and I wanted to hear what the fellas was saying, right? So I only took the top 5 things that guys would say.
She said there's pee in the water.
No. That would make them say, waiter, can you pass me the check?
Ooh.
Or leave.
Ooh.
So one of the
Brutal.
one of the things that men say that women do is play hard to get. So do any of you guys play hard to get? And the reason why they say, before y'all answer, that they don't like it, when women play hard to get, because it makes them think that they're not interested in them. So,
And it's not true. I do play hard to get sometime, and I think it's because you never want to come off as easy.
Right.
And I don't want to make it extremely easy, like I'm just so desperate or something. So
Exactly.
I think that's what that is, why women and they should, because we don't know you yet. And if we're really in our feminine, soft girl energy, that's also, you don't know if he's crazy or anything like that. So you do play a little hard to get. You want to be soft. You don't want to come off too open. So yeah, I have. I even did that today, and this man has tried to get on with me like 5 different times. At
well,
Costco.
she ain't listening. This is what we tried to say here. She's not
But I
listening.
also want you to step up.
We trying to give y'all some. I'm trying to give y'all some counseling tips.
So playing hard to get, but also brother, man. Then you need to step up a little bit more, because I shouldn't have to wonder if you just being nice or friendly. Because I think that's the other thing, because we'll hear, well, these women, I was just being nice. I was just opening the door. I was just saying hello, and she want me. He want me, And so which is it? You can't tell these days. Like this guy, just what I'm saying. Just today at Costco, right before I came here, my place of guilty pleasure, I go to Costco. Now, I've ran into this brother 5 different times. Really sweet personality, very nice. And every single time, he doesn't work there. We always shopping there.
Wow.
And we always run into each
Costco's
other.
too.
Yes, he likes Costco. And he likes food, because we always be talking about some food stuff. But we run into each other, and I always think he probably don't remember me. I always remember who he is. And I was like, he remembers me at this point. But I can't tell if he's just flirting or if he's just being nice.
Right.
So why would I just be that's not my personality to be super open like that.
Well, maybe you should do some different things to get some different results.
I
Just
guess.
saying.
And even today, I set my car a little bit longer next to his car, because he sit there and is like, oh, I like your car. This and this about my car. I can't fit in the car. I said, well, now, if I can fit in my car, you can fit in my car. So I'm sitting here trying to do this little cute banter back and forth. I'm waiting, still putting my stuff in the car. Took my time, got in the car, laughing with him. Sat in the car, just waiting to see if he gonna knock on the window, say something extra. Nothing happened, so Charlisa reversed. I'll see you in a few more weeks at Costco. But yeah, no, and that's not playing hard. Yeah, I mean, I can play hard to get. I know me. But I also never want to come off as being desperate or easy. And I feel like if I engage with you on any degree, brother, please step up. But I also understand men, I'm learning, men can be very shy. They don't want to be rejected either. So I understand.
Yeah. Well, because when you were not here last week, we had a special guest, Fees. And he did bring a perspective kind of men's perspective to the table. So I think that we have to do away with some of the ladies, have to do away with the thought of how you would personally, think about how you should do different dating, routines, and kind of adapt to the times now of what's going on, and I'm not saying forfeit your values or anything, but be more open to the possibilities.
That was the first one.
What's the next?
Well, Tammy didn't.
No, Tammy, what you got?
She didn't. You ate the whole question up, so.
No, I pretty much I agree with that that hard to get thing when I was on the scene. Yeah. Because like you said, you just don't want to make it too easy. And then sometimes if you make it too easy, then people try to take you fast and try to take advantage of you. I don't like to be taken advantage of. And then that's just go, ruin everything of what could have been, because I'm going to start, I'm going to start putting them dukes up, and then, that's going to mess up everything. So it's just
the blue eye, not the black eye.
That's right. That's right. The black eye not good enough.
Oh my!
Don't be like, yep, that was me. He had a blue eye. That was me.
Oh my God!
That's my signature.
Okay, the blue eye.
That's my signature.
This girl is rough.
It's hard. I think it's just hard. And it doesn't mean that she's not into you. It's just, we have our walls up too.
Yep.
And, I don't know. I mean, that's really hard for me. So I'm a work in progress with that. I have some walls. And, yeah. And I'm not an aggressive woman in that way. not in. But, yeah. About it.
But yeah.
She got stuck right there, like, yeah.
But no,
okay.
I mean, it is. I mean, I can't read your mind, just like you can't read mine. I think that's why
true.
dating is so hard. It's difficult.
But the thing is, he's probably waiting on the same thing you waiting.
Yeah, and we
And that's
both
the
wait.
right.
So Costco, man.
If you see this,
Yep.
With
I
your
hope
bald
you see
head.
this.
With your bald head.
Okay.
He's a sweet man.
Yeah. Well,
Every time we run
next
into
time-
each other, he
let's
has this
give you a
big
challenge.
smile,
We're gonna.
and
Yep.
he's
We're gonna
funny.
challenge Charlisa.
That's right.
So the next time you see young gentlemen at Costco, do something that you wouldn't normally do. I dare you to go over
and rub
to
his head.
No.
Ask if you can buy
I
him a
didn't say
slice
go
of
to
pizza.
jail or anything.
You're like,
you know,
oh, can I treat you to a slice of pizza?
since you like food.
Since he
know.
Well, I'm a foodie, and I know
That's
he's
right.
a foodie.
That's right.
Well,
treat him to
hey,
a slice of
do a
pizza.
little bit
I know
something
he's
All
a
at
foodie.
$2.
we want to hear about
You
that.
gonna get him a drink and all. He
Go
gonna
to-
have a whole
We can go to
meal.
the Costco deli and do
drink.
samples. We can walk
$2.
through and do samples together. We did that
Oh.
though. We had went through and got samples together.
Well, you went on a little mini date.
We went on a mini date in
That's
Costco.
right.
It's so funny.
An unofficial mini
Every time
date.
he see me, he follow me around that store.
Okay.
But yes, he's a nice person, but I'm like, I need you to step up. And this is my thing today. I thought about, I was like, I bet that man. And I thought that a couple times. Bet he got a family and kids and everything.
Well,
Cause
just
he in
ask.
Costco. But then I had to remember, were you in Costco and you single?
That's
You know,
right.
but yeah.
No
anyway.
kids.
That could
But-
be too the reason
That's-
why he don't want to ask a question.
That's
or
what I'm
nothing.
saying.
He's trying to stay away from that because he knows
Because
he got
knows
something to
he
go
got
home
some stuff
to.
that he's going. He buying. I haven't really looked to see
No,
what he's buying.
maybe he's thinking that you
I don't know.
have a family, because most times people that shop at Costco, you know, they're shopping for
For their family, maybe our business. I'm always
Wholes-
shopping for
wholes-
business or
wholesale,
for
yeah.
myself.
Right, it
Yeah.
just
Myself,
depends on
but
what
I had
I'm
to
looking for.
check
I don't
myself
have
on that today because I thought about that today with him. I was like, I bet he got kids and everything. That's why he don't never say nothing. He don't take it further.
Right.
Not so much he has kids, but like significant other. is what
Okay.
I'm thinking.
So
Okay,
what we
next.
want to
Look
do
at you.
is
Yeah, she
we
cut.
want
She
to
like
set
cut.
Charlisa up on a date, and we're gonna talk about how we're gonna make that happen.
That's
Couple
right.
of
When you go to
dates.
Costco's next time, let me go with you.
Oh, who was with me one day and tried to set it up? Oh, that wasn't you.
No.
Oh my God, who was that with me?
I
Oh,
would've
my
told the
friend
council.
Samara. She did try to set it up. She's like, "Oh, he's digging you," because I thought he was digging her the very first time. I thought he was interested in her, and it was me. And she's like, "Girl, oh, he's digging you. He's digging." Oh, and she was trying to set it up. She did everything she could, but nothing came of it. So, girl, he got a woman.
We'll see.
Yeah, that might be. He just trying to see if he still got it.
Still got it. Ooh, ain't
Look, I
that
still
something?
got it. Ooh, look at it.
Ugh.
Yeah, Daddy still got it. I bet she
Oh
was in
my
that
And
closet.
that's why we play hard to get.
Well, no, you shouldn't. We need to change the game. The next thing is men think that women have the expectation that men need to put in more effort into the date. So let's say that a man is coming to pick you up, then the expectation is that, or, you know, you can meet him at the dating station, wherever y'all plan to be.
Old woman.
And so the expectation is that he should open up the door. He should, you know, walk you, take your arm and help you to your seat and pull your seat out. All of these different things that women would consider to be chivalrous. And sometimes man, because we have to think of it as the gentleman, some families don't teach young men how to be gentlemen. And sometimes, you know, even though they're interested, the expectation for some of the younger girls into adulthood, we typically have this, well, we're gonna have this 2.1, you know, 2 point whatever, 5.2 family or whatever, where there's a man, there's a lady, we'll have 2 kids and a dog and all this other fantasy world.
Second husband.
Picket
Where,
fence.
yeah, where it is that, you know, the new norm is, you know, you don't have to have kids, you know, you don't have to have a house, you don't have to have the picket fence, you don't have to have a dog or a cat.
Or your teeth for some people.
Well, we're not talking that deep, but I'm just saying, so it's like, you know, if the man don't do all of the things, you know, checking all the boxes, you know, that expectation for that's one of the things that they're saying too, that can be kind of daunting for them. The other thing they say, that when they do go on a date and the person talk about their ex and they trauma dump on the date, you know, and they're just saying, wait, this is just a date, you know, we're just want to get to know each other. And the other point that men were saying is that some women put men in the same category when, you know, in talking to them, they're saying, you know, y'all always do this, or you guys do that, you know, because of their own experience and thinking, putting all men in the same category. And then the last thing, and then you guys can
Look, we don't forget all of them.
and then, y'all could comment on it, because they taking like 15 minutes on one of the questions. But the last thing is that they think that men should pay for everything, and
you should not.
and nowadays, you know, men,
I'm joking.
they're saying that they don't mind paying for, you know, the first date and all of that, but as you guys get to know one another, the reality of life kicks in, and if you are going to be their person, then quite naturally it's like I don't want to say 50-50, because I don't believe in 100. You put 100% into it, and they put 100. So sometimes you might treat, and sometimes they, you know, But there's this new expectation that that's what a man's supposed to do, is to pay for everything no matter what. And those were some of the concerns that men said that make it hard for them in 2025 to date, to find their true person.
Yeah, I think a lot of men in 2025, they do struggle with feeling used. And so I think, and they don't want to feel used.
Right.
And we have such a culture within these young women and older women that's gotten out of control of he got to do all these things. And you haven't even really got a chance to get to know each other at all.
Yep.
Like it's one date, and you're expecting him to buy you a purse and all the things and do all the things. And that, it doesn't even make sense. And then I can understand why they would feel like that. I think as you mature as a woman, especially when you bring a lot to the table yourself,
Right.
you're not, and it's different. It's just different. I want, those are not the things I look for. Now, I love a man who's a gentleman, who is opening up my doors and stuff like that. But if you're going to start out that way, I want you to be consistent with it. Like,
Bingo.
don't do it just for the first couple of dates.
Bingo.
Because what I'm looking at is consistency, that you're reliable. I love that type of stuff. And that keeps me soft and feminine as well.
So would you ladies
she
go
cut
out
me
with
off.
someone who don't open up your doors in general? And, is that like a non-negotiable?
No.
I'm not gonna say it's a non-negotiable, but if it's who he is, it's who he is. He's automatically gonna do it, and that doesn't mean he's gonna do it every single door. So I'm not that woman, because when I get used to it, if you're doing it and I get used to it, then I'm gonna just kind of stand there.
Exactly.
And then you standing there, and we both standing there, and I'm like,
you
you gonna get this door? And that's because you were doing it. And making a big deal. I got it. Oh,
Right.
and then they'll even say, see, y'all always trying to be the man. Okay.
Right.
I'm
the man
standing
be the
all the way
man.
back. So if you're going to do that, be consistent with it. Do it. And also I'll be moving. So if I'm walking fast and I got to stand there for a long time, I'm just going to go ahead and get the door. It's not a big deal. I'm going to hold it for you. I'm not thinking like that. Because I'm moving. We're doing things together. We're enjoying each other. So I'm not stuck on that. You have to do all these things in that manner. But if it happens, if it's natural, it's natural. And that's what I love about that. But, you don't get offended because I opened my door or I didn't wait for you to open the door, all that kind of stuff. But I don't know what your question was, girl.
No, I was just saying if a guy, didn't open up your door, I think that is awesome for even my, I'm not dating right now, but I will be, because after we hook Charlisa up, then we gonna be next. I'm gonna be next. So, but I love it, even when my son, say, I got this or whatever, because that's showing that he had manners.
Right. And he respect,
and
the woman.
so, and so I really see that as how he would treat his significant other, so my sons, I have to. But anyway, what do you think, Tammy?
Yep, I agree with her. Like I said, with the door thing, that's nice and all, but like I said, be authentic. Don't just be doing it just because, like you say, we on this date and you're trying to make that first impression or whatever, and trying to make that last. Make sure it's gonna be consistent, because if it's not, then I'm gonna be looking at you some type of way, like, oh, you just did that because of X, Y, and Z. Also too, like with the men saying that, women, expect them to do certain things or blah, blah, blah. Like, if we're going on a date, I don't mind planning it, you know, but also you plan something. I want to feel special too sometimes.
Yeah.
I don't always want to have to be the one that have to plan it, or I always have something to do with it when you're planning. Plan everything on your own. I don't probably know exactly everything that you like or want or whatever, but I'm gonna go by what I see or when you react to certain things. So I'm gonna go by doing things accordingly. So take whatever, even though if I like something, take what you know that I like and use that information to take me out somewhere. Surprise me. Instead of the surprise being, well, you know I can't surprise you, so I'm gonna tell you I bought you X, Y, and Z. And I'd be like, now I'm gonna use this nigga word again. Nigga.
Oh,
You would have surprised me if you wouldn't have just told me. You know what I'm saying? Now the surprise is gone. Like, shock me, surprise me sometimes. I don't always want to know the secret. Goodness. Yeah, but like I said, a woman, you know, that way you feel like, oh, he did. You know what I'm saying? So you feel, you know, like, oh my goodness, my man did this. Oh, look at him. What's thinking about me? He been watching, he been looking, he been taking notes, you know, make you feel all special. Instead of them always
That's
feeling
true.
special because you always putting together something. Oh, you thought, yeah, nigga, I thought about you. Now, what about me?
Yeah. And, you know, just knowing that men like to be romanced too. You know, that's
Yep.
the thing I've learned too, is that just like we want that, they want that too. So
That's
I think
true.
it's like you said, it's 100. Like we both should do even the thing of him paying for everything all the time. I don't.
well, ladies, it's game time.
What?
Well, counsel, we know, we even discussed this. This is a little bit longer than what we expect, but we got a lot to say. We ain't seen each other in a couple of weeks, and hey, we got a lot to talk about. So, and we want to hear what you guys have to say as well. But now it's game time, so let's get into it.
Let's get into it. Yay, yay.
Yep. So I'll ask the council 3 multiple choice questions. Actually, it's only a double yay or nay question because you guys will tell me who's busting and who's crushing. Yeah, because somebody stole these last time.
Back.
Yeah, and now we got them back. Somebody stole those. I think because Charlisa was
Tammy
gone,
renting them
and
out.
all of a sudden she
renting
back.
them
I
out.
think
Exactly.
that Charlisa was gone, so I think she had these with her.
I was sugar crushing.
Bam, sugar crush. Bam, sugar
Just
crush.
walking up to people and doing it.
Exactly.
I said, put that love up, Buster.
You be like, I don't like the way you acting.
You're a buster. Well, ladies, imagine you're out on a date.
Imagine
and this,
that.
Yeah, and this happens to you. Let's check it out.
Oh my God, y'all. I got to tell y'all about the most unhinged date that I've ever been on. And this man still has the audacity to be texting me. So I meet this guy on the app, right? He seemed normal, cute, funny, had a job. I was hopeful. Okay, so boom, we planned to meet for dinner. And as soon as he walked in, I knew something was off. His energy was just weird. So he sits down. And the first thing he says isn't, hi, how you doing? Nice to meet you. He goes, I hope you don't mind, but I already ordered your food. What? While I'm still sitting here confused, they bring the food out. Y'all, why did he order me some chicken tenders and a glass of milk? Like I'm a toddler. So I'm thinking, oh, this is a joke. So I'm laughing. I'm like, yo, you crazy, bro. You crazy. You got me. Nah, he was dead serious. So he goes, I think adult meals are just overpriced and girls never finish their food anyway. Sir, what? And y'all know at this point I'm ready to go, but I stay. Why? Because it's entertainment. Then he starts talking about his business. Now his business turns out to be selling rocks. No, not the ones Pookie was smoking. Literally rocks. So he pulls one out of his pocket and he goes, this one is special. It speaks to me. And he puts it up to his ear like he's talking on the phone. But anyway, somehow I survived. But guess what? He is still texting me, saying things like, hey, thinking about you. Me and The Rock miss you. So what do y'all think? Do I block him or let him keep embarrassing himself? Y'all let me know in the comments.
I want to rock right now.
I know. And I came to get
I'm
down.
Rabace and I came to get
Yeah.
down. Well.
She lying. But, I mean,
Well,
that's all I can think of.
Well,
but yeah.
no, she said this is true. Now, we can say, shout out to all of our TikTok story, short form stories, tellers. And we don't know whether these are true or not, so these are alleged. But she did say this happened to her. So what would y'all do if you went on a date and somebody ordered your food already?
I would have just ordered what I wanted.
You would have then ordered over the order.
Yeah. If that's not what I wanted, I would have ordered.
That's right. And
What
be like,
I
don't
wanted.
worry about it. I'll pay for this. You don't have to worry about it. I'll pay for this. You don't have to worry about it. Because if
Well,
you
I don't
order,
think she's saying she'd pay for it. That one right
Just
there.
ordered what I wanted. Like, and if brother man couldn't handle that, or he had a problem with that, then I would have, took care of it myself, and then just went on by my way.
it don't look like he had the money. He could order what he can afford. He thought he was out on a date with his kid
Controlling.
because if you go order me some chicken tenders and some milk, nigga, how you know I'm not lactose intolerant? Okay, I could be lactose intolerant, but you go order me some milk. What you trying to do? Kill me?
He must have been taupe.
You know, oh my
Because ain't no
goodness.
brothers ordering you some milk.
Oh my God! Order you some
That's how I was
milk.
like, girl, bye.
You should have just got me some water. Okay, give me some H2O. Not no milk.
He was controlling.
He was a love bomb buster.
Yes, that
he
He
was.
was.
He
And
was
then
a
when he
bust.
pulled out
He
that
was a
rock.
bust.
Oh, and putting it to his ear
He
like
was a
on
rock
the
salesman.
telephone. Call me, call me, call me.
Maybe he knew that she was into crystals and all the stuff.
Yeah, maybe.
So, I mean,
He seen the lock.
yeah, he's seen. Well, I don't mean that.
Well,
but,
no,
there was some
I'm
extra
saying-
stuff going there where I could think the same thing.
Well,
so,
I'm saying by saying he seen the locks, I don't mean no
And the
harm.
rocks told
I'm
him
saying that it's like a more
she likes
natural,
milk.
Right.
earthy, you know.
Exactly.
Yeah. So
Yeah.
he.
she liked milk. It told her it matched.
Well, I don't know about the milk or the chicken nuggets, cause what if she was like me, a pescatarian? I don't even eat chicken, so that would have
That's
been.
what I'm saying. He was just
something.
kind of controlling, but I think it's
That's
just a
right.
made-up story.
And
But
Chicken or milk.
That's what I was
don't
going to
drink
say. You
milk.
wouldn't even been able to have none of that.
I would
meat.
have just ordered
Well,
some food.
yeah, I would have been like Charlize. I would have said, "Waiter, excuse me, can I see the menu,
Yeah,
please?"
that's it.
Yeah.
You just set the tone for what, you got to show people who you are and set the tone of who you are.
Right.
That's all. He just didn't know. He thought you were into rocks and he thought you were fine with some chicken.
But you know what though? I'm thinking. So if you are a person that are going on a lot of dates, you spending a lot of money. If you a guy. So I think he probably, what his tactic could have been, and I ain't saying this what it was, but him testing out to see which person is really going to be the person for him. But brother,
I don't know about it.
Mm-mm.
Have you seen that TikTok?
I think you-
that TikTok video with that little boy on there when
Which
he's sitting
one?
in his car seat and he said that BS word. That's what that is. I'm like that little baby. That's some bullshit. I agree with
You-
that little baby.
you gonna sick the little baby on him.
Yes, that's some bullshit.
Oh my gosh. Well, imagine you guys, you meet somebody and you guys are talking, you've been on a date or two, and then he says, hey, let's go to Miami. Let's check it out.
Guys, this guy flew me to Miami for our like second date for like a vacation thing, and I'm pretty sure he ghosted me while we were here. Like, he left. I have no idea why, and I know this sounds like naive, but I really don't think it was anything I did, but TBD, because I don't know why he left or when he left or how. He drove, but whatever. We're gonna call him Michael for the purpose of this story. So yesterday, Michael was like, oh, I'm gonna go get lunch with my sister really quickly. I haven't seen her in 2 years. I'll be back at noon. I was like, okay, cool. Just don't forget, we have these hard to get lunch reservations at 1:30. He's like, yeah, I'll be back before then. So I went to the pool, minded my business, soaking up the sun. At 1:10, I was like, hey, where are you? Like, don't forget about lunch. No answer. And then at 1:20, I said, where are you? Like, are you picking me up for lunch? Because he has his car here. Like, he drove a couple of hours away from Tampa. And I was like, hey, like, where are you? Then I started getting really frustrated, and I texted something like, yo, this is just so disrespectful to me and my time, and like, blah, blah, blah. And he's like, hey, sorry to be non-responsive. I just found out some devastating news, blah, 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 blah. Okay, I'm a very caring person. I don't think that's the word, but I'm a very trusting person. So I was like, oh yeah, like something happened, which to this time, I feel like something still happens. My friend don't think that something happened. They're like, oh, he definitely has a secret wife who was like, get your ass home. But it gets worse. I pushed the reservation back to 2. He misses that reservation too. And like, this is before he told me he had this quote devastating incident. And so housekeeping, and I promise this is important, housekeeping ends up coming, and I was like, okay, like this is at 3:30, I think. I was like, you can come on in. And after they made the bed, I took a nap. And so obviously they cleaned the shower too, which is important. And as I'm getting ready to go hang out with some of my other friends, because I was like, fuck this. And I think this is still before I knew what happened. Actually, I think I knew that there's this, quote, devastating event. And so then I look around and I look in the corner and I realize his stuff's not there. I was like, did he come get his stuff while I was taking a nap? Like, that is so disrespectful. And there is the possibility that he possibly got it while I was at the pool and he was supposed to be home by noon and like all of that. That could have possibly been when he got it, but I don't know, because we're both very clean when we travel. So our stuff is like very compact. It almost looks like somebody's bedroom. But if he did get it while I was napping, that's disrespectful. And I noticed this morning when I was showering that there was a washcloth that was wet in there. I was like, did he get his stuff and then shower? Because housekeeping would have cleaned it up yesterday if he had showered before they came. And I was like, what the fuck? I was like, that would be so disrespectful. My friends like, were you sleeping through all of this? I was like, yeah, I'm a tank. So not quite sure what's happening right now. Keep you guys updated. I'm gonna go run up some room service. Anyway, here's the first of many pina coladas on his tab. Thank you.
Well, allegedly, this young lady meets her guy in Miami, and she had previously
some discrepancies
well,
in her
she
story.
previously dated him, and then she says that, allegedly when she was asleep or when she was out at the pool, he had packed up his stuff, took him a shower, and jetted out, and said that something tragic came up.
It did.
Was giving birth in a hospital or something.
Something tragic did happen.
So what would you guys
Because his wife
think,
probably
or
said,
what
if
would
you
you
get
guys
your
do?
ass home in 10 minutes, all your sheets gonna be out in the outside waiting on you.
So you're thinking that he was married? Both of you guys?
Yeah.
Something like that. Yeah.
Wow.
He probably told him he was at work and his work time was probably ended. The clock was tick.
He worked at the hotel.
Tick-tock.
Well, that was supposed to be like a weekend getaway situation.
Well,
Wow.
his sister that he was going to visit that lived locally was his woman or something, or wife or something.
So you're thinking
knows?
that he was double dipping.
If the story is real.
Exactly.
But yes.
He probably took his butt, he drove his butt back home. Like I said, he probably had to get home. So he drove his little butt
What'd she
back
say
home.
about Tampa? It was 2 hours away
Well,
or something.
he drove. Yeah. Yeah.
He had to drive his butt home.
Yeah,
That's what it was. Yeah.
He drove his butt home back to the house.
Unbelievable.
Honey, I'm home.
Honey, I'm home.
Hey, talking about that dumb me over there in that hotel. But he messed up though. We put it on his card though. So
Well, not really. I think he
she said she was running up the bill.
yeah, she ran up the bill on him, but I think he knew that at least probably there was a sense of, well, I didn't do her that bad because I paid for the trip. Idiot. Well, I hope that if you marry, you get what's coming to you. So. I mean, well, yeah, I do. I ain't even gonna lie. All right, last one. Let's check this one out, ladies.
It's been 5 years, so I feel like it's been long enough that I can tell you guys about the unhinged desperation I was in with my ex. Because honestly, the things that I put up with, insane. And all of my friends can attest. So let me tell you about one of our first dates that I should have turned and ran, but I stayed. We were doing the whole long distance thing. He was about an hour and a half away from me, and we were going to go out for dinner. Little did I know that dinner meant we were going to Jersey Mike's, which is fine because I am not in need of, this big elaborate dinner every single time. Would I like it? Sure, but it's not necessary. So I'm like, sure, that's fine. We get there, and he's like, I'm buying. Okay, great. He's buying because he had a BOGO coupon, a buy one, get one free coupon, where you could get one sub and get another sub for free. And I was like, okay, I get a coupon. Great. I grabbed a bag of chips because I was like, oh, I haven't had these chips in a very long time. And I was assuming that I was also going to get the chips and the drink, make it a meal, not just the sandwich itself. And I grabbed the chips and I was going to get a soda as well. And he stopped and he looked at me and went, are you gonna pay for that? Should I have left? Yes, absolutely. But again, desperation. And I was like, are you kidding me right now? Sure, I'll pay the difference. It's like $1 something, I don't care. So I get my chips, I get my soda, and I give him $2. Didn't even get my change from it, mind you. And then he had the audacity to drink my soda, and he tried to eat all of my chips that I ended up having to literally shove my face with these chips because I was so annoyed that I was like, you've got to be kidding me that you gave me a hard time in front of everybody in this place that I wanted chips and a drink, and now you're going to eat my chips. Absolutely not. I should have left. But I didn't. And trust me, I got plenty more.
Oh my goodness.
Stupid is a stupid dude.
Oh my goodness. And she's actually stayed with him because that was her ex. So they met 5 years ago, and so she recently had
rekindled a little
yeah,
bit,
they broke up. But she's talking about her first date.
Oh, she's talking about the first date with him.
The
But she stayed with him for 5 years.
She stayed with him for 5 years.
What's she complaining about?
Well, because she's saying out of
Complaining
desperation.
about what you permit.
That was desperate. You had to be desperate.
He got a BOGO. Buy one, get one.
Free. And then what? They ain't gonna ask her. She gonna pay for the chips and drink. But like I say, this is what I'm thinking. So if I bought me a bag of chips and me a drink, that's for me, and you go start trying to drink out of my drink and eat my chips, I would have spit on all of them chips. I would have opened that top to that drink. I would have spit in that drink. This is for me.
Suge Avery.
Exactly. Because
You
there's no
gave
way.
him a little Suge Avery.
Right, it's no way. I would have spit a cough
That's
or something over
color
there.
purple.
Baby, ain't no way.
Reference,
And you
yeah.
gonna sit there and try to eat all of them? No. I would act like back in the day, I remember when my mom used to put them stamps on the thing. I would have been all over those
Well,
chips.
when we were younger, when somebody would want to, relatives or whatever would come over and want to have some of your, if I had a candy bar, we would go like this. You lick the whole candy bar. Okay, now do you want some? Shamelessly, some of my relatives would be like, break me a piece. They didn't care.
Yeah, I don't know. I mean, the truth of the matter is, if he didn't have money and he was trying to treat, it is what it is.
You do not need to be going on no date
I know.
if
And
you trying to
only
do a
got
buy
$2.
one get one if you don't have no money.
I mean,
your date could just be chill, get some popcorn, watch a movie.
or just be up front. I don't have anything right now, but I have this coupon. You want to do such and
That's
such?
right.
I'd rather
Okay,
you do
that's
be up
true.
front. Don't
That's
limit
true.
me. I don't like to, because I
That's
don't limit
true.
myself. And I don't do that with anybody else. And so I don't want to feel limited. I'd rather you say, I just don't got it, we can't do it, or whatever.
Or if
than
you
you
want
sitting there trying. Or just let me
No,
know
that way
ahead of time, so then I know how to act accordingly. And I'm not brand new.
Exactly.
Or if I want to throw some coins in, which, that might be embarrassing for someone to throw your coins in on top of it. But, if we're communicating, I don't see that being a problem.
Yeah,
But
right.
I've had Mr. Cheapo, we go to the movies and then, and I noticed it was a pattern because we would go to the movies and then he'll have to go to the bathroom as soon as we get in there. I'm gonna run to the bathroom real quick. Or go ahead and just get, you getting you some water or something. Get me a water while you're at it. And I'm like, And I was not paying no attention.
She got some stories to tell.
I got some stories. I need to do some TikToks. And so then he'll come back out. I'll end up going in the theater, and then he'll go and get him a small popcorn and a drink. And then he'll come in there and he'll hurry and eat that popcorn so fast. And I'm sitting here like, so one day I had to ask him, because he did it a few times. And I said, why do you always buy just a small popcorn? I eat popcorn too. Even though I don't eat that much of it, but I might want a couple of kernels. And I said, and then you like eat it so fast, like you're trying to hurry up and gobble it down before I get. So I won't ask, or I won't put my hand in. And I mean, tearing it up. And so I said, it seems kind of just selfish. Oh, I'm not doing it on purpose. I wouldn't do that. And so one day and I realized again, it's always this thing of running to the bathroom. Oh, you just go get something and got money, just stingy. And so, stingy. So I was like, you know what? I'm just gonna get a big popcorn and something to drink for both of us. I don't care, because it's not a big deal. Why is this fool eating up all the popcorn? Ate up all. I'm like, can you leave me some popcorn? And I just thought it was so funny. But you didn't want no popcorn either, and I just got it anyway. But yeah, that's just selfishness.
But you were going to buy a
There's
small
people
one, but you going to eat
buy
all of this
eat
large
all
one.
of the large.
One.
And so if you can eat a whole large, just get a large.
Right, but he ain't going to do that. It costs
No,
too much.
not if he's paying for it. But if I pay for it, I just get the large and the drinks. Ooh, it's a whole thing. And I've noticed that. And I'm like, you're selfish. Like, why do you do? And I had to call it out one day, because I was like, I noticed this. And it's been the same thing. Going out to eat somewhere. Oh, we're going to order such and such. I'm going to get such and such.
He ordering you the chicken nuggets and milk.
I thought we were going
you
to
don't
order
eat
from the
that
happy
much.
hour. I'm like, dude.
You should have said happy hour is over. Make sure happy hour is always over. We're talking about, we finna go out to eat. Be like, what time it is? Hold up, I can't go until 7 o'clock.
Just cheap. It's just cracking me up. So, I mean, but again, I feel like if you communicate it, it's different. If you're not communicating it, then, it's kind of foul. And it's either you being super cheap or, I'm going to end up buying my stuff. If I really want something, I'm going to get it.
Yeah, me too.
And I might be like, you want something? Because it's not a big deal. Because again, for me, it's a give, take. It's not a problem. Give. Not a give, take, give. Not a problem. So, yeah, that's hilarious. But yes, I know someone like that. Cheap, but I want to yell your name.
Do it.
I'm not going to do it because we're still friends.
Share.
We're still
Hey,
friends.
that's okay.
I wouldn't embarrass him like that.
Well, as we said before, we gonna hook Charlisa up, because if you
Don't
guys
be
are
cheap and
crushing,
selfish.
we are crushing. Check this out.
calling all lovers in disguise. Do you have a secret crush? Have you been holding on to that juicy little secret that you're dying to spill? Whether it's your best friend, coworker, or someone totally unexpected, if you're bold enough to dare to be different, we want your story. Come reveal your crush on the Gossup podcast. Let the world hear your heart, and who knows, maybe love will find you on air. Slide into our DMs or email us at info@thegossup.com.
Yes. Crushing. We're going to take care of them crushing.
That's
well,
right.
we want you guys to write in if you have a friend, a mother, a love sister, whoever, brother, whoever.
Baby
Friend,
daddy.
that's right. That you want us to set them up on a date. We are ready, and we're ready to hear the stories, the aftermath of it.
That's
and
right.
our first project is going to
not a
be in the
project.
middle. We gonna deal with her. We gonna talk to Mr. Costco and Bosco, Roscoe, Pico Train.
I know. We gonna make Mr. Costco tell us if he got
That's
a woman.
right.
If
That's
he got
right.
a woman, he gonna say it that day. Ma'am. Well, hold on, wait a minute. I do got a wife. All right then.
That's right.
I respect that.
Because he gonna have two good investigators. We on the case.
One gonna give you a blue eye, not a black eye.
That's right. I got to give you the signature.
That's right, and I'm gonna patch it up. I'll patch it up. I'll bring the band-aids and stuff. Well, ladies, it has always been a pleasure. I know it's that time. And this is a longer edition, so we are really happy that we are back in the saddle.
That's right.
Welcome back, Charlisa.
Long-winded.
That's right.
Got lots to talk about.
You know
honey.
what? You
Lots to
guys
talk
are
about.
somewhat like my niece. So she is 7 months, I believe, and she started talking, little baby, and she just going, yep. That's what they doing. The niece talk.
I'll take that.
The niece talk. Well, but it's been a good niece talk.
I was gonna say we have good things to say.
You do,
That's right.
you do. I really appreciate y'all.
That's all right. And I'm gonna get both of you guys some milk. when we go.
I'll pass.
Daryl.
I'll pass. And you know what? I want to say what's up to Shirley Carpenter from Milwaukee because she gives us good feedback. Yeah, she watched the show.
That's my boo-boo.
That's right. That's
my
right.
boo-boo.
And I also want to say what's up to Frankie Jones because she
that's
be
my
watching.
other boo.
That's
Can I
right.
get some devil eggs?
That in them
I
double
get some
eggs.
deviled
She gonna
eggs?
get you on that one.
Ooh,
And then also
wait.
Charlotte, she watches as well. That's right.
She ain't said nothing to me.
Oh, well,
but I'm sure she
Okay, all right.
I ain't gonna talk about you then.
Exactly. So we just want to say,
Oh, that's good.
Yep, hats off to our listeners, our viewers, and our council members. Be sure to like, subscribe, share, hit them notification buttons, and we're going to have some surprises for you guys in the future. So stay up with the gossip. And that's it for today's episode of The Gossup. If today's conversations got you thinking, drop a comment. We'd love to hear from you. Don't forget to like, share, subscribe, and turn those notifications on so that you won't miss an episode. Until next time, stay up with The Gossup.